be with you in a second. There's some other people coming in. How's it going? It's been a little while, but I know where to pick up. I'll jog your memory for you, don't worry about it. Welcome to Grimm's. I'm Grimm. Super happy to have you guys here for episode 6.
Yay, episode 6!
We are moving in our Ravnica themed Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign, and we've got the same old people slobbering all over the counters. We've got Chris, there's Saren, there's Lisa, and yeah, there's Mark too.
Hi.
Not only do we have these reprobates who are chilling about, but we've also got some reprobates. And then we have some people who are decidedly not reprobates, and those are our sponsors. And you can find them all over the place on the screen, and you can also find their tasty, delicious link down in our description, and I definitely want you guys to check that out. Speaking of sponsors, oh my god!
It's that time!
It's our Vault! They've got more booster packs, and every one, I say it every time, but it's just so true, and until it's not true, I'm gonna keep saying it.
Mystery dice.
We've got our mystery dice because the DM needs his dice.
As well.
Yeah. All right, let's give this a look-see. And
I hate not being able to see.
oh, cool!
It
It's
is.
like night sky ones.
Ooh.
They're so cool.
Like a dark star?
Well, they're kind of
Oh my
see-through,
God.
blue tint, different sparkles in them, silver numbering. That's pretty sweet. That is pretty awesome.
Wow.
I'm gonna grab these and let these guys see. And the thing is what always happens when I get new dice is the old ones gotta go. And they gotta go to the person who deserved them most. I gotta say, in that last session, I think our Spore Druid is the one who gets
Mark,
these bad boys.
congratulations,
Yeah.
Mark.
Conversation with my mother.
That's right, barely.
These bad boys.
Oh, those are cute.
Oh, wow.
I gotta give these up.
You know what's funny? Every time we do this, we always like, oh yeah, these dice are cool. And I'm like, yeah, they're probably gonna be pretty cool, but they're actually
so
cool.
Actually pretty cool.
nice. They're like, they're
Yeah,
like
these
clear
feel
and
much
they're
better.
like silver.
Those are winning dice.
So
Those are
so what are we doing now?
Oh, that's
Well,
nice.
when I get those ones back,
I love those ones so much.
Sparkly.
so I've got these lovely blue ones here. But that means that Mark had 2 sets of Arcana Vault dice, and we can't have that.
Nuh-uh.
Because it's just bad luck to mix and match if they're not all the same set.
True.
Well, I'm
So-
sure I'll get a few eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. So what we're going to do with these bad boys is we're actually going to give them away to someone who meets a list of little things that you got to go through in order to actually qualify for that. So there's going to be a little screen coming up right about now that will actually describe the steps that you have to go through to qualify, and then you can get these lovely old parchment or bone dice that were used by
A really
the
nice
Mark.
dice. I wish I could keep them.
Yeah.
I'm a little
Yeah,
upset.
I
They are actually the most like unique looking dice I've probably.
The Dracona dice, they are so pretty.
But that's a good first one to give away. The coolest looking
yeah.
one so far.
And
I guess you could go with like
It's
some
okay,
of the
Mark.
characters as well. Like you played them as a Spore Druid, but they look like old parchment. So it's like,
It's true.
kind of want them.
They look like whatever you want
Or
them to look
bones.
like.
But yeah, so
You've
to
got
whoever that lucky winner ends up
creepy.
being, we can definitely sanitize them for you, unless by special request you want Mark's hand juices all over those.
Right. That may be a thing. That will cost
Let
you.
me know. I will blow on them.
All
Oh,
right.
Lisa.
Well, with all of the sponsoring and the character introing out of the way, we're going to jump right into the recap from episode 5. You guys had just finished beating these kind of animate plant zombie creatures that were attacking some lady, her rot farm, and you guys helped out the soldiers who were trying to help her out. Yeah, you guys kind of got along with them, and they agreed that they were going to spread the good word of your deeds. You guys left them behind to kind of live out their lives as you guys paid a visit to Flinder, the goblin who operates the lift, and down you went into the Undercity proper.
The Flinder.
Yes, where you guys started riding over to Lady Feldara's estate. Kind of doing armpit farts and mushroom jumping moonshoe farts, and some music was played as well. Yeah, so
much
you guys got to his mother's
Classic
place. Yes. Yeah, everyone was jiving. Right up until we met the Ice Queen herself, who has no ice visible from the outside on her. It's all inside. But they discovered that she was going to generously give them some some of her wares to make them more formidable adventurers, and he found out that the actual reason for that is because his father has gone missing. He hasn't returned back yet, and they are now going to go find him, or more accurately, they're going to find the golden bone in the dog's mouth. It's not really that big of a loss if the dog is lost so much as the golden bone.
She's really in love with that man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Clearly.
As long as he provides.
As long as he
Pretty
brings
much
back
like
good
all of us.
stuff.
So, with a prioritized list of things to save, you guys started heading out of the actual controlled area of the Undercity and into the wilds. And already things are not looking so great. And that's where we'll pick up, is with you guys getting off that beaten path and starting to move through different sewers of various sizes with all kinds of different flora, fauna, and things all about them. The terrain is... it's unpredictable to say the very least. And the bugs are not pleasant at all.
Oh, I'm gonna go up to Andy and like tug on his armor or shirt or whatever.
Hello.
Be like,
Oh, hello down there.
Can I have a piggyback? Kind of lagging behind. I'm not able to really walk through this mud. It's like knee height for you, but
Yeah, yes, no problem. Just hop on.
yay!
Zoralia,
Yes,
can I have a piggyback?
I guess so.
Oh, sweet! I'm gonna see if I can piggyback on her.
All right.
Did not expect that. How does this work?
That's great, because it means that you two guys will not have to do any Constitution saving throws to see if you can kind of avoid twisting your ankles or possibly even getting exhausted if you really fail. Instead, those guys will be the only ones doing them, but they'll be doing them at disadvantage.
She
Perfect.
is small.
I am tiny.
She is small.
Yeah.
I will instead
So
say
it
that
is
instead of
not.
disadvantage, it's -2.
He is taller than me.
Yes, that's a
Hilarious.
straight up disadvantage situation right
Hilarious.
there. Is that what you guys are planning on doing? Is
Oh, how'd you set for me?
piggybacking
'Cause
each
I feel
other
like
through
it
the
would
muck?
be disadvantage minus
I'll take
2
him for a
if I
while.
was just walking
Yep.
myself.
This is hilarious.
But first, before you hop on, I'm just going to gonna pour some of that weaker poison onto my quarterstaff. Just kind of just lather it on there, just in case get into any trouble. Might help.
Preparative
Good.
measure.
Yeah.
Apply that on there.
Uh-huh,
Very good.
And then now you can hop on.
Yay!
And don't touch the staff.
No, oh god, no.
I'm already on. This is great.
Nice. Okay. So you guys,
Falling this way and this way.
Counterbalance. I got it.
And play the song while you walk like that. Too.
oh my
And I'll
god.
juggle.
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
violin too. He's holding the one end with his arm.
Here we go.
Perfect. So you guys are piggybacking them, and it is simultaneously rising 1 second, but this isn't a mountain. It's not like the goal is at the top. It's just you have to go up in order to find that you need to go down, and then go around, and then further down, then back up. It is terrible going uphill, and it is slick and treacherous going
Do the
down.
mushrooms make it any easier though? Can we kind of like bounce from...
That depends.
get
The fact that you're
away.
looking for it is good. I'm going to have you do a nature or survival.
Okay.
Your choice.
Nature.
Also, I'll be on the lookout for any
Natural 1.
deadly
God.
insects or poisons and stuff that we need to avoid.
All right. In that case, I am going to have you do a reflex, like a dexterity saving throw, to see if you notice that she is going to step on a choice specimen of a bad thing that you don't want to touch.
Whee! Just bouncing.
This is
Dexterity saving
amazing.
throw.
Can I help
See if you
with
can
my
say it in
nature?
time.
Perception?
No,
Is
you've.
that-
This is to see if you can
Okay.
tell her. No. So you're kind of scanning the environment, going, okay, where do I step? And she's doing the same thing.
was
Except
like
she comes to the conclusion that she's going to be fine much quicker than you do. And you go, avoid that. As her foot like steps on it, and the whole thing kind of wraps around her foot up to her boot on her calf. And so what you thought was a step, kind of going down this tube, this empty sewer pipe, it just wraps around your boot, and you misstep and start falling down, kind of hitting a bunch of these. Now, I am going to have...
Oh, you
You're on
stepped
top
on
of
it.
her.
Yes, as you slip backwards and fall on your back, you don't fall on your back. You fall on Veneer's back.
Is there anything above us, like branches and vines and things like that?
There are plenty of things.
Can I reach up and grab something if I notice this in time to act as a balance or a hanging point for her? Or
Yes,
at least
I'm gonna
myself.
have you do. That's gonna be dexterity saving throw. Again, this is a matter of reaction. So dexterity saving throw.
9.
No, that's modified too. No, unfortunately, you're there going, heh, this is great. So you just, boom, take a hit on the back. Oh, whoops, rolled the wrong dice. Silly me. Those are my normal dice. I like these Arcana ones. And their D4s are insane. Their D4s are nuts. You take 4 damage.
Oh god.
Oh no.
As not only do you fall on your back, unprepared, with your arms not there to brace you, but she also cracks into you. So that's 4 damage. Do you hold on to her as she starts slipping down this sewer tube?
She's slipping down a sewer tube.
Yeah, it's a large, pipe. It's
I would
almost
say
big enough to be like a road, like a cart could go through here with
I would
Annabelle.
say I would try to keep my feet hooked so that if one of us can grab onto something on the way down, we can both get a little bit of stopping going on.
All right.
Yes, I think I would keep my legs kind of...
So your
Wrapped
legs
around
are
her.
cinched like a belt around her waist as you guys go whee down this.
Well, I'm gonna run up
That
and throw
looks
them
like
a
so
rope.
much fun. Oh my
Behind the
god.
You've got her on your back, covering your backpack, trying to get the hempen rope in time by this line. I don't think that's possible. What you can do is try to get your mushroom and staff combo out there.
It's got
That-
poison all over.
Darn it!
Okay, I'm gonna try to like reach out to grab something.
Yeah, can the two of us, can we
Awesome.
aid each other in some way, or how would
Yes.
that work?
Now, before that, you guys are sliding about halfway down this thing by the time you can try to grab onto handholds and things
Okay.
like that. So I am going to have you guys do.
Grab
is
the
gonna
rope.
be-
It's in my backpack.
Sleight of hand?
Why don't you guys do dexterity saving throws to try
Okay.
to avoid, because this is not the only one of this mushroom
Oh,
building the
no.
stairs here.
20, thank God.
Nice.
Oh no, 21, sorry. Ha, yeah.
20.
Fantastic.
Your guys are good.
You slide, that thing around you just starts to. It almost like it starts to constrict. It looks like it's vacuum sealed around your foot, and then and it starts to itch at first, and then it's tingling.
Oh.
This thing's gonna eat and digest your foot. It's gonna take it off and just nom, 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 nom.
yeah.
And there are a bunch of them coming up, and
Oh,
you're just no, I need these for dancing. So you just boop 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 kick kick, and as you're kicking them, they're
Flailing.
flying up into the air, coming towards your face. You're like punch punch slap whack chop. These mushrooms are flying all over the place, but
looks
none of them
so
are
awesome.
bumping into you guys. And before you go the rest of the way down, you guys have the chance to grab onto some handholds and stuff. Go ahead and do acrobatics or straight up athletics to hold on.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I'm going to do acrobatics. My athletics is poop.
Yeah.
18.
Nice.
Fuck me.
But I'm holding you,
Yeah.
and I got 18.
What'd you
I
get?
got 6.
6.
18.
All right. So what that means is that you can now, you have a choice to make. You have stopped yourself.
Yep.
Then you feel this weight as her arms go like this, kind of around your thighs. You can let her go and keep your roll, or you can roll that at disadvantage and try to hold the both of you up.
Roll a disadvantage, so I roll 2 more times?
No, you would just
Or
roll,
just roll
the one
one
more
more
time and take the
the
lower.
lowest?
She's essentially not helping you.
Natural 20. So either way.
Yeah. All right. So, as you guys are sliding down, you see all of these ropes and strings of slime and rope-like root systems. They're kind of wrapping around your arms already, and you're like, "Oh, I've got this." Yeah, whoa! It just like pulls on your shoulders and your sockets as it's really just. Thanks. Your calves around her leg.
Alright, guys, so I've realised that we can't
Watch the
have.
horns, they can be pointy.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Guys, I don't think we can have any fun while we're down here. Because it's a really shitty place to be.
Well, is that the way to go?
That looks so much fun.
It's actually the way, so we gotta go that way.
Andy, can we slide down
But there
like
are
that?
things trying to eat my feet.
Yeah, and that's a good thing to notice because while you guys are like holding on there, you can the smell of acrid burnt leather, and you can see, you know how the top of your boots are folded over? It goes and pops out because the first layer of leather has been burned through. I am going to roll to see just how far this thing gets through. I'm going to give your boots How many hit points do you think your boots would have?
40.
At least 50.
Hold on. I'm gonna say your boots have 3 HP worth of toughness. So if I get a 4, they eat through the boots.
No, my boots.
So
They do not. They do
Do
not.
you have something that can
Just the
burn
first
all,
level.
all this stuff
My
before we get
dad's
down
in
there?
Yeah, I have a firebolt.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, so as we go down, I'll start like.
You guys are at the top of the
Okay.
sewer. You guys are gonna have to slide down here after these guys.
What's the range? It's like 120
120 feet.
Aiming and
How far?
shooting.
Oh boy. Okay.
While you guys are deciding, since you've taken too long, I'm gonna need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh god. Let's not do more of that. 18 plus -1, 17.
It turns out that being held in this position really isn't easy on the rib cage for you getting breath. So you're like, hurry!
In that
Let's
case,
just run.
I'm going to yell to Zorelia. There's fire starter in my bottom pocket there. If you just get that, maybe you can just light that thing on fire.
Oh, I will reach around in his pockets.
Yeah, that's right.
Search for it.
You eventually find it, but it wasn't the right pocket initially.
Right? You see that these guys are
Around.
digging around in pockets. Her arms are up, his arms are up. It's going to be a sleight of hand at disadvantage because you don't really have the full range of motion, and these guys haven't shot yet. So
Burning.
I don't know if
Okay.
she's gonna hit,
Roll
so
it
I'm
up,
just
Aurelia.
trying to get a second thing ready to go.
No, 2.
2, okay.
Ooh, wild.
Oh yeah, wild.
Is that cocked?
That you rolled 2 of them.
Oh yeah, sorry. Oh god.
How does that work?
What'd you get, Zorelia?
Just roll 1.
9.
separately,
Reroll
yeah.
1.
3.
3.
Ooh.
No.
Minus a D4?
What's that?
Minus a D4?
Yeah.
Oh no, that wasn't even.
Oh, that
for the
was
wild
it.
magic
It was a
table.
cantrip. It was a cantrip.
Oh.
It's okay.
Ooh, okay.
All right, so Zorelia is hanging there going, all right, I'll try. Feeling around, and it's just one pocket. Nope, that's not it. God, it's all muck covered. You're hanging there uncomfortably. You don't find it. He's got so many damn pockets. Who needs so many
Sure.
pockets?
Why do you have so many pockets?
Why do you have so many? Shut up, just shut up.
Meanwhile, while you're looking around for a fire starter, you shot at the foot. And what did you get to hit?
the
No,
plants.
the plants
Yeah.
around.
The
that are
plant on
trying-
her boot.
Oh no, the other ones that are trying to get to her as well. If there's
Oh,
any more.
they can't actually move. They're not
Oh.
legged creatures. They pretty much wait for something to land and then they go.
Oh, so as we're passing by
Okay.
them,
And they
they're making.
digest it.
I gotcha.
Okay, then we're just moving as I like tried to shoot a firebolt to.
Yeah, so you did try to shoot a firebolt at her foot, yeah? Okay, and what did you roll to hit?
I rolled 2.
It was a 3.
Oh
on
no,
the second
3.
one.
Oh, a 3.
Plus
Um,
4.
Plus
All right.
4. Yeah.
It's a good thing that you have resistance to fire. Saren, I'm going to have you roll a d4. On a 1-2, you hit Zorelia. On a 3-4, you fire above and don't hit.
4.
Awesome. So you aim and you judge carefully to aim away from her, so it flies a good 4 inches above her boot, doesn't singe the
Thank
creature.
goodness.
All right, you guys are still hanging halfway down the
Help
sewer
us.
with a
We're trying.
dissolving
Wait,
mushroom
moving
boot.
Wait a
So
minute.
How far away?
Wait, we gotta get down this way anyway, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Is it walkable or is it super steep?
It's quite steep and slippery.
Damn it. Alright, Oh. Can you just climb up me? Is that a thing? Get the heck out of here.
I think so. Yes,
Climb
I
up.
should be
Get
able
out,
to.
get out,
Yes.
get
All right, go ahead. Acrobatics. So you're turning in place and climbing up his.
Can I lend
Body?
her aid by like
I'm gonna see if you could still hold on
that's
in the
true.
first place. You have to do another Constitution saving throw.
obviously. Oh yay, 15 minus 1, 14.
you definitely can.
Okay. Yeah.
Natural 20.
Yes.
Nice.
You know your way around a tightrope, and maybe, Celine was able to teach you some of her acrobatic techniques for navigating a body, and so you just kind of and fly your way up until you are standing on his shoulders, and then if you're standing on his shoulders, you can reach the lip and pull yourself out.
I felt that thing in your
I
pants.
thought they were way down.
You're welcome.
No, they're halfway to this thing
Talk
if,
about like
if
our
he's
fire
hanging there.
bolts and stuff.
Okay, so you're standing, and then you jump and grab onto the ledge and pull yourself out.
Yeah.
Awesome.
This is great. I'm just gonna hang out here all
I'll
day.
just wrap my
All
legs
right.
around him as I'm pulling myself up to try to pull him up too.
See if I can take some of the weight off my arms so that I can lift myself properly.
You would have to jump off of his shoulders to get to that lip. You are
I
a
see.
fair bit down, like you can reach the edge, but you're halfway down this
I
thing.
had time to reach for my
Let's
rope
go
yet.
down. And,
Yes,
yeah.
at this point, Tallulah has gotten off of your
Yeah.
back to fire her firebolt, and you can undo your backpack and pull out your rope. I'm gonna roll to see if it eats through your... Aha! So it has eaten through the last 2 HP of your... Oh, your boot only had 1 HP, so you take 3 points of acid damage.
Oh no.
God damn it.
Da-na. Down here
You
is
did have
fun.
some temp HP, thanks to...
Yeah.
And Avarius, you've got some rope on you?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Well, I lower the rope.
Awesome. Plop. Her hands are there. You kind of drop the spool on her. I have saved you.
No, it was for Vinny.
Yes.
She's
She's
okay.
already good.
And then
I'm gonna start by wrapping my foot around it real tight, so that when I let go with my hands to start grabbing
no
it.
risk.
Yeah.
Pretty okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Just to
you
cover my
Can
butt.
I-
do it in an intelligent way. Easy peasy, and up you go.
Okay,
Especially
good.
with Andavarius kind of braced against the lip of that thing.
Oh, pull your
Boom,
bow.
boom, boom,
Good,
boom.
good.
Up you get.
Can I-
Up you get.
can I do a nature on like the thing on her leg to see if I zapped it with some lightning that was concentrated on it, if it would help?
Yeah, go for it. Do a nature.
8 plus 3.
8 plus 3. So you beat a 10. Yeah, you realize that putting lightning through a lot of living creatures is not all that great. You also realize that that thing is currently attached to another living creature.
Yeah.
What?
The mushroom is dissolving her boot.
Attached to you. Yeah.
Her foot.
So, how much health have you got left?
Guys, come here. Hold on. I'm gonna go into like the
quite a bit.
17th pocket and pull out a little fire starter there, and just hold it against the thing.
Okay.
See if I can damage it enough to have it let go without her having to shock
Oh,
through
good.
her body.
Yeah, I don't want to. I just don't have anything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, so you kind of put some sparks on it, and where the sparks land and take, some of the mushroom starts to wither, but this whole place is damp, moist. That's why this stuff can grow here. So you go, you'd be here a long time. The foot would be off by the time you spark this thing
God.
off of it.
Okay.
I will
Anybody
cast
have a knife?
prestidigitation and put some fire on it.
Okay. Prestidigitation kind of causes like a little bit of, like a little thing of fire to appear on your finger. So you take that and go, na, 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 and it starts to blacken and curl and smoke, and you go, yeah, until it starts to prestidigitation, more acid into your toes.
Oh no.
This is a race that you might lose.
Okay.
Stab it.
I'm gonna grab it.
Oh! It does 4 acid damage.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus. It has to
And
do.
Ovarius, if you
Okay.
have any
Can it do
idea
a
how
strength
to
save?
take care
Yeah.
of this thing,
It can do a strength
now's
save
the time.
against my lightning.
Pull
So
it
I'm just
off.
holding my lightning.
You're gonna hold.
like so.
You're gonna kill her. Don't do
Do
it.
something. I've got just enough time.
I'm gonna. Can I attack it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out a ladle, and I'm going to attack it.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know what I need to hit.
With a ladle.
Yes.
12.
It's an awesome ladle. It's a 12 plus. What's the thing on it?
It's an unmoving,
You're gonna scoop it off.
unintelligent
Perfect.
mushroom.
Yeah.
So I smack the crap out of it with my ladle. That's a d6 plus 3.
All right.
That's a 2 plus 3.
Okay.
So 5 damage.
You pull out a ladle,
Yes.
the first weapon that has been brought to bear against this formidable mushroom opponent,
Yes.
and you just start beating the crap out of it. It's getting bruised and pulpy, and then you just kind of, after it's starting to sag a little bit, the fibers in its body can't actually constrict things anymore. Acid starts to dribble out of the top of it. You just kind of take the thing and pull it off.
Job well done.
Yeah.
Oh god,
Thank
are
you.
okay?
Oh my god.
So I was saying, yes, look out for those.
What the hell? A little late, don't you think?
Just by a second.
What were those things? How do we get rid of them? We just bonk them
Yeah.
on the head with ladles?
Just don't step on them.
Put them in a stew?
Well, now you know what that
God.
means. Like.
Bad idea.
That would be such a bad stew.
So,
Oh,
I believe we're still going
goodness.
down that way.
Yeah.
I mean, if we
Can I
have
get-
to.
Can I get back your back? I don't want to touch those things.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome.
I know where to step, so we'll be all right. You
Yeah.
guys just try to look out a little better.
Well, my foot hurts now, so I have to get on your back.
Fine. I'm gonna take one of my inside leather pockets and just rip the pocket off so that the fabric from where the pocket was is gone. And I'm just going to pass that to her with a little bit of some rope there, and just have her to put something on her foot.
That's a good idea. You don't want to walk barefoot here.
No.
So you now have a
Thank you.
makeshift,
Makeshift shoe?
makeshift shoe.
I love
That's
it.
what it was.
It's one of my bigger pockets, so keep that guy safe. I might need it back.
All right. Awesome. So you now have lost one shoe, gained another, and Andavarius has his rope out, kind of going all the way to the bottom of this kind of large sewer. He already did a good job of hooking it up, so he's made the passage safe.
This place sucks.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, let's go. It looks kind of dark down there. Is it really
Oh,
dark?
can you not see?
Yeah, you guys are getting to
Yeah,
the
but really
parts
good.
where people don't bother to light it up anymore. They don't even.
How
they
about
won't be trying. You're
do
pretty
you have
deep
any
down.
torches or anything?
I mean, yeah, I got a bunch of kits here. Well, a couple of kits, but yeah, I have a torch. Is it alright to have open flame around a lot of these things? Are they gonna...
Or actually, it might help us a lot.
Alright, fair enough.
If you
Yeah.
get bit again, we just burn it off with a torch.
Yeah, it's true, it's true. Alright, I'll get a torch going.
Of course, will be easier seen by anything out there.
That's kind of what I was thinking
So
too,
there's
that's
that.
alright.
But what are you gonna do? You gotta see.
Look at us, right? Yeah, yeah. Alright, I'll light a torch and head down, I guess. I'll go first.
Awesome. Yeah. So you know that an Undercity trick, and this is a trick that you actually know as well, since you have to light the torches, because he can already see down here. But you kind of light it closer to the ground to kind of set off any gases and things, so that it kind of ripples away from you rather than kind of up in
yes.
the air in case something's going on that front.
Yes.
Yeah, so you just light your flame, get that thing started, and it kind of ripples almost like an unseen little pool of water, and it just
Oh, look at that.
follows traces of different vegetation and root systems and things like that. It goes down into pockets where it burps out little gusts of
Nice.
flame. There's all kinds of rot down here. This is one giant open cesspool of decomposing material. There's a lot of gases.
This place
all
is
the time.
great. It's very pretty. Alright, I'm gonna head down. I'll make sure that I go slow since I'm holding a torch while climbing down this thing and it's steep. Take my time.
Don't burn the rope.
That's why I'm going slow.
Awesome.
And I'll take in some of the sights too, make sure I can kind of see where some stuff is as I go down. Do. Do I notice
Yes.
anything before they come down?
No, not in this particular spot. I mean, as you're coming down, you notice that it's a pretty significant drop,
Yeah.
but nothing that... It's like 100 feet of rope, right? Or is it 50 feet?
I want to say 60, but let me
That
just
is
check.
not
I got it right,
right.
here. Hempen rope.
Let's look on D&D Beyond. Rope, 50 feet.
50 feet, yeah.
Okay.
You beat me.
So at 50 feet, as you kind of get down to the end of this thing, there's only a good 5 feet remaining to you, and you see that it is a solid 15-foot drop down there. So if you guys careen down at a high speed, it probably would have been pretty nasty. But if you just hold on to that back 5 feet and
Let my
drop
body
down,
length kind of do some of the rest.
yeah, it's
okay.
actually really not so bad.
Okay, I'll do that. Last step's a bit of a doozy. Just be careful you're not coming down too quick. Then I'll pop down, I'll send it with the torch, and I'll wait for those guys.
You want to stay on my back while
That'll make it easier
That's
for everyone.
It's 15 feet for a person that's only 3 feet.
Right.
What?
You have
Yeah.
good
4 feet.
passive perception, yeah?
It is 20.
Awesome. So you're standing down there.
This done. I like that torch.
Got my
He
torch,
has his
taking
torch.
it in.
You can see
around.
that this sewer once pumped all kinds of waste through it down into this pool here, and you're probably not the first person to fall this way and get killed here. So there's a lot of meaty, kind of strong, heaty smells, almost iron tinged, in this kind of pit.
Gross.
While you're sitting there waiting for these guys, as they and you hear it all echoing down towards you, and then something kind of slithers in the muck and the kind of universal kind of pools of slime in this area. Something slithers beneath the surface.
Guys, there's something down here.
Oh god.
What is it?
We're
Something's-
coming, we're
something
coming.
slithery.
Come on.
Alright, I'm gonna head down with her on my back.
With her on your back?
Yep, just head down the
All
road.
right. As you're going down, I'm going to have you do an athletics. And it's not
Or
a disadvantage.
acrobatics?
No, this isn't acrobatics.
It's like gym class
Don't
rope.
think
So I want to walk across it.
That's a 9. Is there any minuses for on my back?
Yeah, it's a -2.
Okay, then it's a 7.
All right. So you say there's something down here. unfortunately, as controlled as you want to be, you kind of want to speed it up to get down there.
DC's leg
and with
5. What's that? DC's leg 5.
No.
this rope is sitting in like the slime trail, so it itself has become kind of wet and slippery. So as you start going through, she kind of shifts awkwardly as the straps of her bent up rig kind of this huge weight shift all of a sudden has you sliding, and you are careening down towards him. You see two sets of boots kind of pointed at your face as something like and starts rising out of the pit. Can you guys try to steer to avoid him? Doing some kind of acrobatics or something?
Can we?
That's up to you. Can you think of like, do you want to grab onto the rope or?
I'm gonna definitely be trying to grab onto his like whatever I can.
Okay. In that case, try to. It's going to be an athletics to grab onto that rope and halt your momentum if you let go of him.
Can I do a dex save, see if I can get out of the way?
Yep. We're going to see if one of these guys comes careening towards you.
Oh, good. 16 plus.
15.
Oh, -1.
Awesome. So you end up causing him to lose his grip. You're sliding through this tunnel, but your rig is kind of scraping, sparking along the way. It slows you down. You can grab onto that rope. A whole bunch of sludge kind of builds up along the bottom of your palm, but eventually you arrest your momentum.
Great.
I'm sorry, Eddie.
What are you doing,
Well, it should
Andreas?
be easier now with her off of me. Yes, it is.
You're gonna-
I'll just stop and keep going down slowly.
You're sliding right now.
I'm on the rope. I'm not on the rope at all.
Well, you were holding on to it, then you kind of, it was slipping through your
You
hands.
rode like garbage, basically.
No, you still got it in your hand. You can try to like clamp down now that she's separate from
sure.
you. Just roll straight up athletics.
Yeah, 14.
Awesome. So you are kind of at the 3/4 down the pipe mark. You are at the, like, your feet are dangling over the open edge as you kind of grab hold. And you don't have either of these bodies come at you, which is great, but I am going to have you do a dexterity saving throw anyway, because they are pushing a lot of grime. It's a wave of sludge coming for your face.
It is 14.
Very good. You see that coming, and you just like kind of turn away, like bits of it spatter and splick on your ear, in your hair, over your shoulder, and splatters on this creature behind you. It is going to go ahead and take a swing at you.
Surprise attack on Vinny.
No, you saw it coming.
This creature is apparently not yet fully formed. It's kind of, and it swats at you, hits, but it just kind of oozes around. It hasn't built things solid into its structure yet. You take no damage as of right now. Zorelia, what are you doing at the top of the sewer scenes?
There's a rope there?
Yeah, his rope.
Okay. I'm going to grab onto the rope and do, you know how there's like performers that like tumble down the ropes?
Oh,
Do
yeah.
one of those.
Nice. All right, I'm gonna have you do. You would actually make it acrobatics at that point. Nice.
I can totally picture doing that. La la la, but it's like just goose. Like, ew, this is gross. La la.
No.
What'd you get?
7.
All right. So you go. Now's my time. Tumble, tumble. You realize that this isn't a slack line that you can kind of pull that leeway to kind of wrap around you with, because there's two people who are pulling it taut, so you just thwoing, and you play it almost like a giant guitar string. Boom. Ah! You start tumbling down. Guys, you're gonna have to dodge.
Can I try and grab her?
All of us?
Well, first it's gonna be you, so you're gonna try to grab her to anchor?
Yeah, because she's not like even holding onto a rope.
Somebody catch me!
All right, I'm gonna need you to do an athletics at disadvantage because you're holding yourself and her.
I did. Is that a reaction?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a natural 20, but an 8 as well.
You go, I'll get you, Zorelia. You grab hold, and the two of you just arm in arm start flying down. You guys are fast approaching Andavarius. Two people are coming at you now.
Oh, god damn it. I hate climbing so much.
You can just let go.
Save us!
How would that help
20
anybody?
feet,
No,
wasn't
yeah,
it? Is this 20 feet?
Well, it's a 15-foot drop, so he would probably be fine if he just like and did a control fall. But you guys would just be
We were
Hurtling down
out
from
this
like,
thing.
this was like 50 feet of rope plus
okay.
another like, yeah.
Well, we were 25 feet.
Oh,
She
Before
got
she got to me.
but I will go down as much as I can. Just lowering myself with the rope.
Awesome. Yeah, so you lower yourself past the lip, and you can drop down if you want.
Perfect.
Cool. Boom.
I will cast Featherfall on myself and
Hold.
Very nice. Awesome.
Go leveling up.
we'll just embrace and fall slowly together.
Nice. Yeah, so you kind of, and Endervere's, I hate climbing. He just leaves you guys to it. Little does he know that you guys kind of start drifting downwards. Endivarius, you actually have the opportunity to get an attack on this bubbling creature as you kind of drop down and kind of look and see that stuff is splashing and sloshing around down here. You just did some of your movement. You can take a swing at this thing if you'd like.
What do I see?
What you see is a creature that looks like this. Oh, you guys are in these sewers. Da-da-da. Here are the bunch of you.
So dark.
This is what we see. That's probably about right.
Little torchlight.
Could you try zooming out?
Oh,
I
yes.
could try. Oh,
Oh,
way
it's a
over
big tunnel.
Oh, we're down and over. I see. Can you center that on the screen a bit?
there. We'll try.
Center it on the screen so that the people watching at home can see. Look at that.
So
Oh.
that's that.
Rhizome. Is it a
You're
rhizome
there.
lurcher?
Correct.
Rhizome.
Wow.
It is a rhizome lurcher, and this is what it looks like.
Oh, that is cool. Deadly but cool.
Oh boy, so it's just made up of all kinds of beasts.
Yes, the dead gain new purpose here. What is
So
strange in the
gross.
eyes of the other guilds is harmonious in ours.
He doesn't look too tough, right?
This guy is kind of pulling in this soupy, stew-like slurry. You can see these old bones with bits of like nobbled and eaten through worm-infested joints and stuff kind of bubbling towards him. He is gathering it up to him. Right now,
Okay.
he's not the biggest thing in the world.
So I still have action a whole turn kind of
Yeah.
thing? Okay. I'm gonna touch it. I'm just gonna put a finger in there and cast Chill Touch.
Nice! Awesome! Alright! So go ahead and roll for your...
Gotta move 5
I
feet
create
away.
a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the creature.
Oh, cool.
To assail it with the Chill of the Grave.
Nice.
Well, isn't that
Ooh.
nifty?
Ooh,
Nice.
that's an 18 plus something. That's
Plus
5.
Oh, 5.
Nice.
It usually says when. Yeah, plus 5.
Not only have you hit this creature, but you've beaten it by a significant margin. I'm going to have a bonus effect tied to your spell. But go ahead and do the normal stuff to it.
Okay. Is it undead by any chance?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay,
Why, does Chill Touch do something to undead?
it does.
Oh.
So, it does 5 necrotic damage, and it can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn. If you hit an undead target, it also has disadvantage on attack rolls against you until the end of your next turn.
Nice. Nice. I'm furthermore going to have you roll an
Remind him of the
Arcana.
grave from which he came.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, it is dead, and you're just reminding it.
Yeah.
You shouldn't exist. Could you do an Arcana check for me, Endivarius, to push that Chill Touch a little bit further?
It's amazing.
It's
it's
cocked.
Oh, it is so
Oh.
cocked.
It's basically an 18.
Yeah.
Is it an 18?
Yep.
He
It
flicked the
was
side
super
while and it
cocked.
fell
Yeah,
flat.
I
on
didn't
it.
touch the dice. I just
All right.
Made it so.
Yeah, well, with an 18, as you touch this creature, you stop it not only from kind of healing itself, but this thing is currently summoning its body to it. And as you kind of grasp and take hold of it at its core, you kind of start to pick and fray at the magics that are bringing this dead collection of things to life. And the soup, as it was pulling forward, kind of stays in place and actually starts to even out again. You've stopped it from building up its strength in addition to healing.
Nice.
Great. Veneer, what
That's
are you
for
doing?
mushrooms, not this.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Veneer is going to You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do what I do
Do we
best.
roll initiative?
Oh, we're
I mean,
fighting.
we technically
it's just
battling it
started.
out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Oh, that's you, stupid mushroom guy. This is me here. I'm gonna walk behind it while he's distracting him with the claw thingy. And can I hide?
You cannot hide.
Okay. In
Well,
that case,
you're-
I still got someone within 5 feet.
Yes.
So I'm going to sneak attack this mofo.
Excellent.
Eh.
You really slide in like a bunch of
This-
slum and
Sneak attack is
like
advanced.
Yeah, it's
slime and
advanced.
scum and stuff you could hide in.
The slime is it.
17.
It
Oh, so I'm gonna hide in itself. That'd be weird. So 17 plus 5.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay, cool. And then it's an extra d6 of damage, because, you know,
Sneak attack.
all that good stuff. Sneaking, attacking. That's a 6 and a 5. That's 11.
Nice.
Plus 3 is 14.
Nice.
Look at that.
As I pull out my ladle,
Scoop him up.
it's time for the fatal ladle. And I hit it on the face.
All right. You use the
Hold it for
ladle
a puff.
Yeah.
instead of
Chunks
your
out
sword.
of him and chuck
Yeah.
it away.
Excellent. Instead of I had you marked as doing half damage because I was going to say that sword slices through and takes a few
Nope.
droplets out of it. But if you've got a
Rounded.
scooping weapon and you're fighting what is essentially animate soup,
Yeah.
you kind of
Perfect weapon for the job.
Made for this.
it's kind of bubbling and groaning in pain as you just splashing it about. Yeah, you'll do full damage actually. You do quite a bit of quite a bit
that
more
was
pain to it.
incredible.
Thanks. I'm gonna eat that thing for leftovers later.
Oh
But no,
I don't
not
know
really.
if I'd do that.
Right.
No.
In response to you kind of bashing it with the ladle, and it being deadly afraid of you kind of snuffing its life, it instead is going to kind of, this skull that kind of makes up its face gets sucked into one side of the ooze and just pops out the other. It doesn't have to rotate in place. It is going to try to just engulf you.
But
So
I
you
still
can
have
try
a
to-
bonus action.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I didn't finish my movement. I have disengage.
Ah,
Because I'm a rogue and I'm level 2 now.
nice. Gotcha.
I wonder where we're going with that. I'm like, we're not done yet. So in that case, I'm going to disengage. And I'm going to get
cool.
behind the guy with the shield.
Yay!
Yay! We're learning! We're learning! We're a team.
I'm so proud.
Thanks. It's a really
I
big
see you
moment.
run behind me.
All right.
Doing it.
He's learning. He's learning.
It is instead going to try to engulf you, Andavarius. It's really not enjoying the prospect. I know it only has disadvantage on its attack rolls. I'm going to say that it's going to have disadvantage on its athletics check to try to engulf. So you can try to avoid it with either athletics or acrobatics.
You can do it.
Sing me a song.
Armpit first does nothing.
Total.
What was that?
I've got a 6.
All right.
Roll an 11.
Oh yeah.
I believe I've got enough. That's 14.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. So this thing tries to kind of cover over you, and you just like keep
No.
squeezing that enchantment on it.
None of that now.
You're fighting it. You're not touching it. It's not touching you. You're just channeling mana, and it's freezing in place. All right, that is that little creature there. So then it goes to you guys. You guys have feather fallen, plop, and plop down into the soup.
That was so nice already. Oh my god.
I want to do that with my big mushrooms.
Yeah. Good parasol.
You're Mary Poppins. Oh
my
my
God.
What are you guys doing?
Are you gonna do something first or do you want me to do something first? Okay. I'm gonna do. Can I do a nature check to see if it would be better for me to do like some more cold damage, or if it would be better for me to do lightning damage to this thing?
Yeah.
Just like looking at it, like
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and do a nature check.
13 plus 3, 16.
Okay, you beat the 15. Yeah, you would know that cold would be the way to do this rather
Okay.
than lightning. You guys are all standing in a pool of sludge up to your ankle that is this thing's body. That's not good conductivity-wise.
Okay, perfect. Then I'm going to do a bonus action to have a sorcerer's point to get first level spell, and then do chromatic orb
First level spell.
and do the ice damage.
Okay,
Nice.
awesome. And where are you moving to? Because right now you've got two tall
I'm
people standing in the
gonna
way.
You're so little. Oh,
Gonna move
let's
like
zoom back
here.
out just a little
Oh,
bit.
sorry, yeah.
Do-do-do-do. Cool.
Awesome. So you kind of wade through a little bit, use a sorcery point, and what are you doing to alter your spell?
It's gonna be ice.
Okay, is that
Cold
what the
damage?
sorcery point
cold
does?
damage. No, as in like the sorcery point is to get one of the spells back, and then chromatic orb, I can choose which damage it
So
does.
you get the spell and then you
yeah,
make it. I
I
got you.
make an orb and
I
I
believe that
choose.
takes 2 points.
Oh,
for a
2
level
points
one
then.
spell.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And it was the first level spell.
Awesome.
So go ahead and roll your d20 and subtract the d4.
I don't want you to get wild magic, but I really do. Oh, 5.
Anything but a 4.
Nice. Wild magic has occurred with everyone very close to each other, standing in a confined space.
It took 6 episodes, but we finally got wild magic.
All right.
That's good. These are good.
Can you roll a percentile dice for me?
Could be anything. So a D10 and the D1. Yeah. So if you get one of the 0 ones and the one without the 0, you can roll them together, and that'll get you 100.
You
Yes,
had-
these
Nope,
two?
nope.
No.
No,
You
the
have
one
the
without the
Oh,
0.
that
Yeah,
one.
there you go. So what'd you get? 75.
75.
75. Let's
Oh,
see.
no.
Let's see. You glow with bright light in a 30-foot radius for the next minute. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of you is blinded until.
Oh, 5 feet.
Yeah,
God, I
friends
have no way
included.
for me.
Creatures are.
Man, it sure is, dude. Really glad that I've got.
Beautiful. Look at you.
Really glad I got my
Lovely.
eyes adjusted to the dim light down here. Jeez.
All right. For the next minute.
That's a lot.
I'm
That
still
means that
gonna-
you
Six-
still cast
I
your
still
spell, so go
cast
ahead and
spell.
fling that thing out there.
Oh yeah.
6 rounds of blindness.
12 plus 4.
Why were you
16.
rolling 2d20s?
Is because wild magic, does it give me advantage or no?
Oh, you're using
You
that,
can.
that thing to...
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So you now have advantage. What was your roll to hit?
It was
12 plus
16.
something. 16.
16. Yeah, that's going to hit this guy. It's a blob.
Awesome.
So it's if
3d8.
you end your turn on a space.
If you end...
Just
Yeah.
probably move.
Yeah.
Not you. You're okay.
No, I'm fine.
9 plus 6. So
Ooh.
15.
Wow.
15 cold damage.
This thing is right on the tippy edge, little bit of death as you just you freeze this thing, and the ice that comes out shines bright like crystal, and then it kind of you go to shut it off, like no, stop. You close your fist and just kind of the whole tank's just starts.
Is it hurt? Can anyone see if it's hurt?
I walk one forward.
Nice, very good. And then you take a step forward. Awesome.
Like glowing and be like, oh my god,
I'm gonna have you roll for wild magic yet again. I'm gonna give you back your wild magic surge, and I'll have you roll again.
13, I'm
Okay,
good.
awesome. So then it goes to you, Zorelia. What are you doing? Super, super bright in here now.
Okay. I'll doop 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 doop. Head right over here. Can I tell where its head is?
Yeah, it's almost like a deer skull that's kind of like floated to the
Nice.
top of the blob. It does not have a head per se.
It has a
Okay.
soul somewhere.
So are we
There's like a
blind?
skull.
If
It's
we
if you end your turn.
5 feet.
Okay.
Got one turn to run away from me.
Doesn't make sense to me. It should.
No.
Yeah, if you guys begin your turn within 5 feet, you weren't within 5 feet, so you're okay. It's super bright, but
Yeah.
you're good.
Okay, could I?
It's,
So it's
like
all
a
on you
blob.
because we can't see
The
anything.
blobby ears.
That won't hurt it though. Fuck. Can I just try to stab it in its head then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Always try to stab it in its head.
Stab it.
In fact, that's rule number 7. When in doubt, stab it in the head.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh no.
That's not his head.
It's okay. So one. No, 2.
No.
What's your roll?
It was a 6.
Okay. Yeah. So
So close,
You go.
yet not at all.
eat this.
These are yours.
That's gonna ruin the bow part of my instrument. Drat. And that is that.
And then I
wow.
will look over at Tink. And give her the wink.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Tinky Winky. Oh my god, Tinky Winky! Hey.
You could swear she's giving you a wink, but like the tears in her eyes as she's looking into that bright light, you're just probably blinking and squinting, and you're like, "Thanks, Aurelia. You're shining too."
You
All
felt
right.
it. You
Yeah.
felt the wink and
That's
I
right.
felt it inside. Plus, I'm glowing. I'm already just happy.
All right. This creature is near death. It's bubbling and boiling away. There's this bright light around it. It is just going to kind of, and it gets out of its physical form and just kind of sloshes down into the muck. And you can kind of hear there's something to it that's kind of creeping and crawling and wiggling like an eel or something through the sludge. But for all you guys know, the thing has gone away.
Oh.
I'm gonna cast that chill touch again, just on the sludge that's around our feet.
On the sludge that's around you?
If I
All
can
right.
maybe try to sense the presence of this thing moving about, and I'm gonna try to reach in there and do it again.
Can I have you roll nature? I mean, this is an environment
Sure.
that you're used to, so let's see if you can discern what's what.
Nature? My nature was not so good. Medicine, so I could tell where its body parts are.
Acrobatics, because
Things, reasons. Inspiration! I'm gonna use it up.
All right.
Do it.
That was bad. That was bad. That's much better. 18.
nice.
Yeah, so while
More
all of this stuff, after it kind of plopped down, is and it's sloshing near small waves, which make it quite difficult to track what's going on, you kind of stop looking at your physical environment and start feeling out, kind of pulsing out for life, dead things, undead things, unliving things. You kind of through your feet into the muck. You've got the trace of it, the wisp of it. It's getting away a little bit. It started to crawl further down this tunnel through the muck.
get it, boy.
I'll go get it.
Slosh, 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 slash. All right. Andavarius, would you be so kind as to roll an acrobatics check for me?
Sure.
You can do it. If you can't do it, fail. 8.
All right, you're sloshing through this kind of sewer. You can't see what you're stepping in front of, and you go, "I've got you!" Whoa! And your foot goes and hits kind of like a pipe underneath where some of the rock has given way, and just whoa! You splosh down face first. You're prone, but it's still within touching range. You've splashed into it. It's kind of covering you, but you can still try to touch it. You're at disadvantage for the attack, but you can get it.
Spell attacks?
Yep.
You can do it.
Disadvantage.
Do it.
Good. Okay. That is a 13.
Okay.
That will still hit. Because it was
Nice.
about to just engulf you and suck you down the sewer.
No.
Fall.
No.
This thing senses your heat, comes towards you, and go right into the trap.
2 days.
2 damage is all it will take. It had 1 HP remaining.
Necrotic.
It comes for you, and you just boom, pulse that necrotic energy out into the sewer around you, and the creature's energy just dissipates completely. Well done.
Back to the slime with you.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'll move out the way just because I'm still glowing.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Vinny.
Now loot the
Okay.
body.
Nice. You pull yourself up. That's kind of like saying, I loot the sewer.
Right, yeah.
So do you want to like start like dragging your feet or like your staff through the muck? to
Sure,
see if
yeah,
it
I'll
bumps
see
into
maybe
anything?
something, maybe it's magical in there that got this thing, up, right? There's something.
Okay. What role do you think you would you use? How would you approach this?
I would probably just use investigation. Not my best skill, but it's probably...
All right,
It's
investigate
I got
away.
+0, but...
Want some help with the investigation?
You want to come...
I got +5.
No, you stay away.
I'll stay like 5 feet
Oh, yeah,
away.
you're a good light to
I'll
find.
stay, yeah, I'll stay 5 feet
You
away.
can see right to the bottom with that light.
And I've got
Nice.
+5 to my investigation.
Nice.
Okay, well, maybe you just roll instead. I'm looking for anything that
Yeah,
might
you
have got
just-
this thing, giving it some life. You see anything?
I think the best part about that is that you're within 5
Like-
feet of yourself, so you can lend him the aid action because the light is so nice.
Yeah.
But you are blind. So you're like,
Oh,
you bump into the rim of the sewer, and you're just like, come close, to the left, to the left. Nice, perfect, thank you.
Amazing.
Alright, well, if you're blind, then I'll just make the check at
Yep.
advantage. That's 15.
A great many things come down this way, and as you're kind of moving the end of your staff kind of along the cobbles, the bottom of the sewer every once in a while, it's also great for feeling out other pitfalls and sinkholes, so you kind of manage to avoid the worst of those, until eventually you kind of snag on something, give a little tug, and you gotta get your hand down there, kind of...
Fine.
There is a little amulet that is hanging on the end of a chain. It's a metallic necklace that you've got.
Interesting. What does the amulet look like on the chain?
It has a Golgari guild insignia punched onto the front of it.
Oh.
I wonder what this is doing way down here.
Nice.
Actually,
Curious.
roll it wouldn't be religion. Roll history to see if you remember anything about it.
I might. It's a 10.
Hey, this thing is pretty commonly known of. It's a Golgari locket. It's a guild locket. These things help guild members kind of channel extra magical energies to get that little bit of oomph on the two sides of the mana that your guild traditionally channels. Not only that, but
Just like my picture.
Oh yes.
Holding the little
Oh
locket.
my goodness, that literally
You're in
is.
the
Yeah.
sewers
Oh, that's
holding a
Weird.
locket.
For those of you that don't know, Mark
It's
found a
that
reference picture when we
card.
first
yeah,
started.
the fine broker, the Golgari
And it
fine
looks
broker.
just like
Bring it
that.
up there.
That's so weird.
So good.
If someone sends me
You'll
that,
have it.
I'll put it in.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
okay,
cool.
yeah. Bring it up.
But yeah, you
This
find a
is
Golgari
perfect.
locket.
That's so cute.
wasn't
Aww.
that
You know that
nifty?
you can also overload this thing by kind of overclocking its focusing mechanisms to gain a bigger bonus, but at the cost of ruining the item.
Oh. Okay.
Cool.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are now down in this sewer, and now that you guys have fought this creature and have been standing in here for a little while, it's not pleasant to be down here. It is really hard to just breathe. The air is thick, it's heavy, it's got a texture to it, it tastes bad, it sticks in the spaces between your teeth, it leaches into your gums, you feel infected. I'm gonna have everyone do a Constitution saving throw, and Avarius will make it at advantage.
Thank goodness.
Nice.
Oh, that's way better.
Nice.
19. Oh,
Very
-1, 18. Still good though.
Oh yeah.
Natural 20.
Woo.
Nice.
Good. I'm glowing and I'm so
18.
happy with myself that I don't care about the
Wow.
smell.
You
How long are you
guys,
going for?
A minute.
yeah, you guys have a mission on your mind, and however bad something stinks, however cloying the smell, you guys just kind of put on a brave face. You get a couple gags out, but other than that, if you have to, you just throw up, get out. You're like, let's do this. You guys are a bunch of sewer delving
And I got a
badasses.
14.
Yep, that'll cover it too, actually.
Hey, Andy Various, there you got one of those little mushroom chips.
Yes, I always keep some rations on me.
Yeah, can I have one of those?
Absolutely. Is
Thanks.
it?
I'm gonna try. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm gonna put it in my they do like the orange peel smiley. I'm gonna put it like that because it's pretty dry, so it should be able to like absorb and stuff. I'm gonna see if I can breathe through it like a filter.
Yeah.
Little MacGyvery. Probably not gonna work, but I'm gonna try it anyways.
Yeah, so you kind of throw that thing in there, and with it being in your mouth, you're like, oh, it's so dry. But the air coming into it is so humid, so you're like, this is tolerable. And it tastes interesting. It tastes better than the sewer air.
Okay. just to make it a little more palatable as we walk around.
Yeah.
I look like an idiot with this big
Yeah.
mushroom crisp thing in my mouth.
I never would have thought to use them like that.
Yeah, it's because you're stupid. All right, let's go.
Interesting.
I'm gonna be skipping along
All right.
because they can't see me.
Splash, 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 splash,
No,
splash,
no,
splash,
no,
splash.
take. No. We're not allowed to have fun down here because we're gonna die. Every time we have fun, we die.
I'm shining.
Let's try not to
No
attract
fun.
any extra attention. No thunder waves down here.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
I would
I was
never
gonna
do
cast
that.
one, but no. I'm not.
Especially you.
I'm
Don't
not-
get close enough where you need to cast Thunder Wave.
As we walk along, I'm going to take the front of the group, or at least up with the person at the front of the group, and I'll keep a slow enough pace that I can kind of just absorb the things coming around me and just kind of get a feel for the environment.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it takes for passive anything to kick in, but I just want to be able to, like, get a feel for if something sketchy's coming, basically.
Who else has night vision?
I can see
I have
the
a
dark.
torch.
I
Both of
can
you?
see in the dark,
Oh.
and I'm glowing for another
For
minute.
a couple
yeah.
Be
seconds.
blinding
Yeah.
us for like another
Probably
30
done
seconds, but I have a
Yeah.
torch and I'm away from you. That's about all I got.
I'm just wondering if you should maybe put the torch out so we can.
Yeah.
But I'm
Go.
really good at seeing things.
Yes,
Well,
Vinny,
I'm-
we can
I'm
guide
okay
you
as-
along.
I'm actually pretty good as well, and I actually have
Can
dark
all
vision and
you-
actually know the environment and what to avoid,
Fine.
so we
I'll-
don't end up
Yeah,
eaten
fine.
by a mushroom again.
Fine. Alright, I'll put the torch out and I'll pack it away.
But
Okay.
maybe one of you could watch the rear while I watch the way we're going.
I can do that.
Awesome.
I'll just
I'll
stand
look
in the
after-
middle.
I'll
Hold-
look
hold
after-
hands with
I'll hold a hand to
Tallulah.
Vinny.
Jeez.
Guide you around.
This is
Come on.
great. Yes, thank you.
You're good.
Patronizing me,
You're
thank
good.
you, yes.
Okay.
And you know, I've just got these new pauldrons here. I'm just going to flick them up, activate them, so there's just a soft glow to the mushrooms on my pauldron that can just shine a soft light to either side.
Very nice.
Very, very dim light.
You just pump a little bit of mana into
So you
them.
can at least see where I
At least
am.
have an
that
idea
kind
of what's
thing.
going on.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
Follow the leader.
Awesome. So you guys continue to trek through this sewer. You've got the sections that you're standing in, which are nice and stone covered, until you get to a spot where you kind of, it's hard to tell because the whole thing is over flooded, and so you just kind of you sink down almost to your shoulders, pull yourself out. It's just nothing but pretty much arduous slogging through this environment. The bugs and flies and
I'll
things
be
that are around.
poking around with my staff ahead of me so I know where the solid ground is.
In that case, yeah, you were doing that while you were trawling. So yeah, you kind of stab forward, and you actually avoid that in the first place. Great. Which means that none of you guys are truly covered in. Oh yeah, you're actually pretty gunk covered. So I'm going to have all of you guys do a Constitution saving throw from all of the flies, bugs, things that have been getting at you, biting little midges and nipping, stinging insects.
18.
At advantage again, or
You have lost your advantage because you're crud covered.
crit code?
Crud cover.
7.
14.
18.
17.
Oh wow. Okay. So you take 2. Everyone else who passed gets 1.
2 damage from bugs.
Yeah, they're nipping, stinging. You're slapping, scratching. These are not. They're blood hungry. So these things are coming after you.
Does anyone have anything for the bugs? Some kind of repellent?
I can.
Vinny, you're rather repellent.
Thanks.
Just.
Anybody?
No, I don't think anyone really has anything for bugs.
No bug sprays. Oh, we forgot.
But you know what I heard?
I
I
will.
forgot bug
I
spray.
heard bugs don't like fire.
Set us all on fire.
No.
Well, not.
Or
just-
electricity. It could be like a
What-
giant bug zapper.
What kind of odors do these bugs not like, do you think?
Or what kind they like?
No, what kind they don't like?
Citronelle?
Okay. I will cast
Something citrusy, maybe.
prestidigitation and make us smell like oranges and lemons.
Okay, awesome. So you guys are having a little bit of a conversation of how to get rid of these bugs. So you end up doing this prestidigitation of a lemony smell, and just as you kind of cast and start to waft it around through the area, you guys, 1, love the smell of it, and 2, the bugs do kind of abate ever so slightly as they go away. Either that or all full. Like, yeah. The thing is while normally your passive perception is fantastic, these bugs and this whole conversation that you guys have been talking, echoing, kind of sloshing and kicking throughout the
dark
water,
grossness.
while you might not have fallen into that waterlogged kind of trench in the sewer, something else uses that to kind of move unseen. So I'm going to open up this section of the map as you guys are moving through it.
Which way?
Down there. Oh, that
Oh no,
way.
up.
Oh.
So are there like
So that-
hotels in this area? Is there's like inns we can stay
No.
at, or
Well, I think if we keep going down this way for a few days, we may be able to find some other an inn. But
for
right around
days
here,
you say?
Yeah.
As of right now, I'm really just looking for an out, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So as you guys are kind of getting rid of these things, something kind of rises up, its head kind of lolling behind, and these things wrap around your ankles. Something is trying to pull you guys in. Yeah.
Yay!
Oh
This thing is a pretty common creature down here, known as a sewer shambler. It shambles the sewers, and it is adept at moving through this swampy terrain, which is why you had a bit of a harder time
We
tracking
rolled
it.
its stealth versus our perception or whatever, so maybe we
Against
don't
your
get
guys'
ambushed.
passive, which was
Oh,
at
we were
-4
looking out
because
for
of
dangers?
disadvantage. Yeah, actually, yeah, you were looking out for danger. You were a little bit distracted, but
Yeah, we were.
yeah, I'll say that you actually do kind of notice the fact that it's a couple inches below the water level. You can see the kind of V ripple of it moving around. So you guys get a good bead on its arrival before it gets there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it was based on passive
Yeah.
perception. But
Should do.
yeah, so you guys see this thing coming well before it gets to you. Over there, now that you've got your nice citronella smell and the bugs are out of your eyes, you guys notice it's back along the way.
Oh god.
That's. I don't know, you guys don't see that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xanderbear's at the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, good
Oh, it
enough.
should be. And you're at the back. Well, you shouldn't be at the back.
No, it's
I was at
Aurelia
the
at the back.
Yeah.
I should be in the middle.
I'm holding Vinny's hand.
Switch those two.
Ah, jeez. Alright. We roll for initiative. Or does it get a surprise?
Quite honestly, this thing is an ambush creature. The fact that it hasn't ambushed you, you guys can kind of go and just sit there ready to boop it.
Yeah.
As soon as it pops out, this thing is pretty unthinking. It goes blip, 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 blip.
Ready in action.
Or we
Yeah.
could just run
I'm
along.
ready.
Me too. I'm ready
Ready
to.
a spell.
I mean, we only got about 5 feet between it and it's between us and the walkway that it travels along. So I mean, I think if we keep moving, it's just gonna keep moving with us.
Yeah. So, lightning lure. Cantrip.
Okay.
Waiting as soon as it gets.
Yes, as soon as it breaks water.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Me too with the quarterstaff.
This creature gets close. No need to breathe. No bubbles arise. Barely noticeable through the surface. It's going, oh yeah, this is the big time. Even its undead brain goes, score.
I'm eating tonight.
Lightning, arcane energies, magic mushroom
Oh wait,
staffs.
he has to do a strength save of 12.
He dead. Yeah, there's no way this creature's getting anywhere close to doing anything to you guys. Even if it does survive, you can just like, no. In the water. You can step on it, put a boot on its face. This thing is, it's dead. Yeah, and as you guys beat the ever-loving crap out of it and its body starts to kind of get carried away with the drifting water, you notice some other kind of yucky little creature kind of slither over. This thing is called a slitherhead.
Oh, I love
That's cool.
those.
I
makes
think I'm
better-
throwing one of those.
They are.
Yes, yeah, you pretty much are.
Nice.
It makes better use of Uncle Draggy's head than he ever did.
Little Uncle Droggy.
So this slithering tentacle moss thing kind of, and the skull that it has is cracked and toothless, and it just kind of drops that one behind and goes onto the one that's on that body and
Oh, it's a hermit crab.
it starts to meander away. It doesn't ambush you guys since this thing clearly failed.
Oh, yeah. Here, take a second. I'm gonna reach into my pockets there, get that jar with the eyeball and things. Is that your brother? Does it look any different from when we first started making this thing?
Yeah, that eye looks shriveled like a grape or like a raisin.
Yeah.
So it was grape-like before,
Uh-huh.
now it's raisin-like.
Oh.
It's eaten and it's getting more mossy and fungally, but it needs food.
I need some more food.
Need some more. We don't have anything right now. Put away.
Give
Awesome.
it the mushroom.
Waste a mushroom.
Mushroom.
All right. Well, You guys kind of see this thing happen. You beat that creature, and you decide to kind of take a nice, measured approach to things. It might take a little bit longer, but ultimately the time that you save and the heartache and physical wear and tear on your persons is just worth doing slow, steady. There are times where you come across sluice-way scorpions. These things are very, very venomous that are coming across, but you manage to hear them chittering. You hear the warning signs. You see the signs of their nesting, and they're bits and pieces. They're piecemeal. These things aren't coordinated in any way, shape, or form. There's tons of life down here, but it's not all one massive army. And so you guys pick and fight and bash and shoot your way through some of the sewers, making slow but steady progress.
We're gonna go at half pace, sneaking the whole time.
Yeah, you get the sluice-way scorpions. There are stone-fair crocodiles.
Make sure there's footing in front of us the whole time.
Yep.
Very good.
I'll stay in the middle the whole time.
Trying to avoid bigger beasts if we sense them in the distance.
Well, that's actually what this stone-fair crocodile is. You can see that it has a nest with some eggs in it, and just it's like hissing that deep kind of belly roar, and it's sitting against this one kind of closed off, like sealed man door where Sledge is kind of just sleeking around the edge of it. If you guys can do an animal handling, then you can get
stealth, because we were just stealthing.
Stealth would work too, actually. Yeah, before it notices you. Choose how you want to approach this. Do you want to do a group stealth or group animal handling?
I would only do stealth because that's
stealth.
my thing. I don't have animal
Stealth.
handling at all.
Awesome, group stealth, as long as half or more of the group passes.
22.
Beauty.
Why is there D beside stealth?
12.
My new armor is not good for stealth.
Well,
I got
yeah, they've got 2 successes right now, as long as you don't crit fail.
17.
That's a 9.
All right, you guys end up leading the way. So this thing doesn't even really notice you guys as you're kind of grabbing onto the piping along the curved side and not thrashing and splashing through the water. You sneak your way across it. It's not aware of your passage until eventually, finally, there are spots where you guys have to kind of open up these manhole covers, let water flow out of some spots so that you can go through.
Are we
kind of close
still on
others
the
off.
trail of...
That's the thing. The environment has changed since your dad has been through here. You see it going in one direction, and then it ends dead. But as you go through, I'm gonna have you roll survival to see if you can pick it back up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't feel very inspired right now.
Can we do anything?
How about
Okay.
If you guys see any of these little red and white mushrooms, just 2 inches off the ground or off the walls, just let me know.
Investigation?
I will
And
take
we'll be back
a
with
really good look as you're looking.
Mm-hmm.
Can I help him look?
Excellent. You give him aid.
Yes.
You give.
I will give him a little wink.
You still got some of those?
I got one.
Perfect. Natural 20.
Yes!
I see it, guys.
That is great, because there are some other things down here that you guys would have to deal with. Yeah, so you kind of look and constantly find your way back to them. You kind of sniff them out of the air. You almost magically draw them to you, the little spore trail that they give off, and you kind of find your way back. Pull yourselves out of the sewers, climb your way out, and then you're out of actual sewerways and into more open areas where there are pillars and stone walls and things going on.
Sweet.
Now that you've exited this place, you've crawled out of the sewers. This is clearly where people were dumping stuff, because you can see that there are broken buckets and things here. And right in front of you, maybe 30 feet away, is a destroyed farmhouse. You guys have come across a Golgari rot farm. You can see that
Is
it's
it like in a field?
yeah. This whole place, despite how you guys might see it, it is meticulously tended to. It's been cleared out. A huge, like a Herculean amount of effort was put into clearing this thing out to make it so that life could be grown here, to have it, to turn this place into something useful, and then someone went and destroyed it.
Aww.
Someone went and just ruined it. And you guys know what it is.
Is it his dad?
No. No, as you guys start looking through the farm. You go into the actual building itself, and there is a couple rather minor undead creatures in there. What do you guys do as you're kind of looking over this
I
scene?
would love to clear this place out and have a rest.
Well, I'm gonna see if the trail does it lead inside the building.
It actually did stop there, yeah. He seemed to have rested here. He's used it as a safe little haven at some point.
Okay.
You guys want to go check out that little creepy farmhouse?
I mean, not really,
Yes,
but everything
I
else
do.
down here kind of sucks, so it's not like we're gonna get anything better.
When we get up for close to it, can I like, before we go in the door, like kind of just shoot him?
Absolutely.
Shoot it.
I don't know. It's like destroyed. Do you think-
What if someone lives here?
I don't know. Would
If
someone
your dad
live
is
here?
in there.
Would someone live here? I'm asking you. Would someone live here? Like,
Probably someone could find shelter here.
oh,
I mean, it looks like my father stopped here for a bit.
okay.
But go ahead. What?
I'm gonna ready a firebolt when we go over there, and as soon as like I put my head through, put my head around the door.
Awesome. You put your head around the door that's been broken in, and you can see the bodies of the people that turned this place into something, and they're kind of lying there
Aw.
amidst the ruin of their home, and there are smaller vegetation, like columns with bones on the inside of them, that are just
Aww.
kind of slurping up the nutrients that are available there.
That's so
Very
sad.
minor undead.
Oh.
And you just, you had a firebolt ready?
Yeah.
Boom! Up it goes. I mean, being able to use magic is pretty awesome. So this thing goes on fire and just withers and dies. The other one kind of starts to untangle itself into this vine-like personage and starts to crawl with the bottom ones covered in blood. Do you do anything?
So sad.
Yeah, I'm just gonna just roll the hit and stuff.
Honestly, this thing
Yeah.
is barely.
Like a little vermin plant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw.
It doesn't take much for you.
Yeah,
For
I'll
someone
just let it
to
fall
fight this
off.
thing with, you can see what they were trying to fight it with. You go, yeah, pitchfork isn't going to do that.
Yeah.
And you just light it with magical fire that appears out of nowhere and lights the thing up at its core.
Poor family.
This is what happens when things aren't helped out by the mitts. It's the difference between the farmer before and this farmer here.
Because she was able to pay guards, basically.
Yeah.
These people
Ah.
probably couldn't pay guards.
Take a peek inside. What do you want to do about these things? Just
So sad.
What, these dead people?
the little plant thingies that are being all stupid and stuff.
Is there more plants eating?
Oh, I killed two.
There were a few of them. They were the bigger ones. There's a lot of smaller things that are starting to kind of grow out of it.
Just gonna light
Is it
my.
a threat?
No.
I'm just gonna light my torch and just kind of like the vermin, just kind of get them away from the areas that we want to actually like spend time in, just like clearing out the
Is this like
flies out of it.
saplings?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
So
what's
you
the-
set the torch to them, they
Yeah.
burn out, wither, die just like that.
Yeah, this place looks like crap.
There's
Still
two
think
people.
that
There's
we
two
can
dead
rest here.
people. Right in the middle.
Yeah, we should probably take a little break here.
Well, let's look around. Maybe clear the area first, at least.
Yeah, it's probably a good
Sure,
idea.
your
I'm gonna
dad
start,
isn't in here.
gonna start going
Yes,
through
I
their
know.
bodies.
What's
About
the-
let's
Search
investigate.
anything.
Maybe find something useful here, or find out maybe a little bit of information of where you went, or anything.
Maybe he's still in here.
Papa? Nope.
Can I roll an investigation
Yes,
to see the
you
bodies?
definitely can.
It was on 18. I went and rolled to a 2, so 7.
Four.
Whatever these people had, it wasn't much.
Right.
They worked their lives away in the darkness,
I'm gonna
pretty
look,
much unceasingly to make something.
yeah, I'm
And
gonna
they
look through the
don't-
shelves and cupboards for anything.
While you're doing that,
Pull through, go
Yeah,
ahead, roll
investigation?
Yeah.
investigation.
That is so cocked.
Yeah.
Super cocked. 14.
14. Alright. Yeah, you open things up and start looking through. You can see that they have little clay and earthenware, dishes and cups and things like that. Stuff that hasn't been touched by these plant zombies that have attacked. Other than that, though, as you're kind of reaching through, the one drawer that you find would be of value is one that has all kinds of different spores and seeds and things like that that they can kind of spread out for different yields and stuff. So that could be of interest to you as you can grab
definitely.
4 different jars of various stuff. None of them are labeled, so you can try and identify them. It would take some time, but yeah.
Okay.
Right. So we should maybe rest. You can identify your things there. And
I am very curious about these. I haven't seen this spore in many years, actually. I don't quite remember what it did. Oh, you guys good?
Oh, there's 2
I'm just
dead
exhausted, honestly. This has been a long day.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Yes.
gross, and I would really like to just clean up, really.
I'm gonna start dragging the dead bodies outside.
To go and bury them because everyone was just looting their stuff.
All right.
Like, is this respectful? Is this what you do
I
with
will
the
help her do that.
Golgari?
Awesome. Yeah, it's an interesting tradition of the surface dwellers to bury the dead.
Yeah.
Here in the Undercity, you just kind of let it be, and life will do what it will with it. They'll make use of it yet. So you kind of pull their bodies out,
Yeah.
but you give them
But
a
it's good
proper
too.
burial
So
in their.
things aren't attracted inside where we are.
Right. You give
Yeah.
them their respect.
Yeah. I'm gonna place like the 5 copper in the respectful
That's
way.
very
It's
nice.
like yeah.
Instead, with those jars of spores and stuff, I'm just gonna put it onto those corpses and stuff. You know, that's the
Make something
farmers
pretty
that,
out of there.
that got the spores.
Oh.
So
Nice.
I get to turn into the mushrooms themselves. Circle of life.
That's right.
Yay.
Awesome. And with that,
Guess we bed down for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
you guys return to the shelter. Prop that door up. Anything you'd like to do before bed?
I will just ritual cast detect poison and disease, just out of habit.
All right. Awesome.
Where we go?
Nothing worth losing any sleep over in this area. Right. Well,
Awesome.
that's Ravnica for you.
Yeah.
That's where we'll call it for the day.
Nice.
Sad little farm.
Aww.
Poor guys.
At least it's us that's not dead.
Yeah.
That's right,
What are
yeah.
you still
Better than
doing here? We're
worse.
closing up. You gotta get gone. I can resume again next time. I'll be on the lookout for you.
There is a place at the core of it all where the tails and the glasses are equally tall. The chances you've heard one he hasn't are slim. Welcome to Grimm's on Grimm.